The show is back. Welcome to Exactly Amara. This is your girl, Amara la Negra, and you're listening to Exactly Amara, production of iHeart Radio. Mi amor, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for always being connected, for supporting me, for loving me. And if you don't love me, thank you for listening at least to hate. I appreciate the haters también. Life is good. Things keep getting only but better. And let me tell you something. In the beginning, I mean, if you're just tuning in, como que later on, in the beginning of the show, I started off the show with a co-host, Stevey Newnez, or Stevey Newnez. And the vibe was so good. The energy was so good. Dominicano Platanero. And it was just good vibes. I've missed him so much. And because he started this journey with me, I told him, mira, Stevey, me hace falta que tú regreses y hagamos este cierre antes que se termine el año. Hagamos este cierre en pijama, like a pajama party. Bien relaxed, bien laid back. Y vamos a hablar un poquito. Let's talk a little bit about the things that we've been up to, the lessons learned, just like a recap of 2021 and how it has been for him and obviously for myself. So, Stevey, thank you so much for coming back.
Yes, I love you, te amo. Oh my God, you look so good, and we're so laid back, and we're in our pajamas, so we can get real today.
Mira, tenemos aquí el Red Room. Hoy estamos de red. We're feeling really red today. The energies is good, and I don't know why, but today I woke up feeling so positive. I feel good. I feel energized. It's not because I had no dick, because I haven't had none of that. I can't drink. I can't smoke. I can't do nothing. But in my spirit, maybe it's my baby's giving me this positive energy. But I feel good inside. I feel motivated. I feel like things are about to get only but better. I feel like I don't know. I feel good. So with that being said, let's get to it, okay? ¿Qué ha sido lo mejor que te ha pasado este año? What has been the best thing that has happened to you this year?
I decided to make a move in faith, and it was just so amazing. I picked up my stuff, picked up my family, got a beautiful house with a pool, and moved to Florida. And going to Florida during that process and having no one, but I did have someone, and her name was Amara la Negra. Okay,
you're funny.
And that was such an easier transition due to the fact that you supported me. I mean, I went out in faith, and you were like, "Oh my God, Stevey Newnez in Florida, like let's connect." And I got to hang out with you, and you guys really made me feel like family. So the biggest highlight, Amara, was the blessing that you were to my life.
Ay, qué lindo. Thank you so much.
You changed my life. You gave me a confidence. Like, talk about the Latinx community supporting one another. Like, you gave me, little old me, a chance to be on your podcast. And my life has changed because your following is so supportive. And they're so loving. They send me great messages. And just having you, Amara, as I feel like you're a prima, for real.
We are primos. We are primos. I'm super grateful to know that I was able to be part of that special moment in your life this year of growing, because I know what it feels to take that step in faith and finally deciding to do something for the best of your career, for the best of your family, for the best of you. So I'm grateful to know that I was at least able to poner un granito de arena to that. I'll say that para mí, the best thing that has happened to me, 2021, obviously, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it at all. I would say this much. I am grateful for the moments in which I was happy. All the moments in which in my spirit and my soul, I felt joy this year. If I felt happiness, even if later on things turned out to be trash, or if things weren't as good. But for all the moments that I was happy, I am grateful for that joy, that happiness, that blessing that I had in my spirit and my soul. And obviously, I am more than happy and excited because this year is the beginning of a new stage in my life, which is obviously I am pregnant. I am pregnant of 2. I am a girl mom. I wasn't expecting this at all. And this has to be lo más grande que me ha pasado a mí en mi vida. Is making me mature, is making me grow, is making me see things differently, is making me plan even more for for and towards the future. So estoy agradecida y bendecida de esta nueva etapa in my life. So definitely, I would say that my pregnancy has been the best thing that has happened to me.
You made me un tío. You
I
made me a
know, I know.
tío
And you know
this
what?
year.
I'll say something else. Obviously, mis niñas son mi primera bendición, right? But there's other things that I'm grateful for, and I'll say at least one more. I'm just gonna say one more. I'm also really grateful, and I can say that something else that happened to me this year that was really good. Being able to buy investment properties. Being able to buy investment properties was another big step in my life that I always had my mind on, but I never had the balls to actually just do it. And I feel proud of myself, whether I did good or in some business adventures I failed. I feel proud of the fact that I had the guts to do what many wish to do and won't get up and do it. There's people that have more money than me and still won't do it because they're out of fear. I may not have todo el dinero del mundo, pero por lo menos tengo la gandinga, right? The guts to go out there and try it. So, Stevie, here goes another one. What is the most important lesson learned this year for you?
To not take things personal.
Mm,
I learned this year that you cannot let your emotions take over your well-being, right? And that sounds cliche, but you can't react to everything. Everything in life is lined up the way it's supposed to be. There's blessings, hallelujah, that come to you. And sometimes we get in the way of that because of our emotions and what we're creating in our head,
mhm.
and it's not that serious. Like, you just have to let life be life. And that's what I learned this year, and that's what I took from this year. And also, being away and removing myself from a big city like New York and Connecticut, I learned me, who's Stevey Newnez, because I really lived for everyone, for what I look like, who I should impress, how many furs I should buy, how many photo shoots and this year I really learned, like, family is priority. And that's what I learned this year. Family is priority. And I've been blessed even more since I chose to prioritize my family. How about
Okay.
you?
I'll say that this year, lessons that I have learned definitely have been stay humble, right? But still know your worth. I think that for a long time, I was so humble that I felt like I needed to be loyal to certain situations or to certain people or whatever, even though I knew that they weren't appreciating my worth. So sometimes people feel como que, ay, ella no es humilde because she wants this, and that. No, it's not that. It's that yo soy humilde, pero I know what I'm worth. I know how hard I've worked to be the woman that I am today. I know that there's certain things that I shouldn't accept. There's certain things I shouldn't tolerate. There's certain things that is not meant for me. Just because somebody else is willing to put up with your shit or put up with something doesn't mean that I should do it. So definitely remain humble, but still know your worth. Still know, who you are. And that goes for everything. That goes for business. Yes, I am humble. And you're like, oh, Amara wants an example. Oh, Amara wants, $10 for this. We can only give her two. Well, that means you can't work with me. And that's just what it is at this moment because I have worked so hard to build this person that I am today that it doesn't mean that I'm less humble. It just means that, you know, yesterday's price is not today's
It's
price.
not
Yesterday's
today's
worth
price.
is not today's worth. So I'll definitely say
No.
that. And then I'll also say that I've known this, but I think that life, reminded me that Dios sabe lo que hace, God knows what he's doing and there's a purpose for everything. And a lot of times you may not understand what God is trying to do in your life. And this is for those that believe. If you don't believe, that's fine. Maybe the universe, law of attraction, whatever works for you. But um God has a purpose for everything. Sometimes when things happen to you and you think that it's for the worst of you, for the ending of you, it's actually a lesson learned and it's actually something that's supposed to make you better and help you grow. And that goes in many aspects in my life. So, I think that is that. Dios sabe lo que hace, and just have a little bit more faith.
Listen,
S-
you have done the work this year. You have
Ay,
done the
de
work this
pipi,
year.
estoy
You
cansada,
have been a
estoy
shaker and a
cansada.
mover this year. You put
Estoy
yourself from
cansada,
like one
Stevie.
position to like another. From like, and I know that this is like the end of the year, like from that interview with Gloria Stefan and the Red Table Talk, like that shaked up the foundations of the earth. And I don't want to get so much into that because if you want to go see that interview, it's on the iHeart app. It is an incredible, oh my God, you did what was supposed to be done.
Amén,
Absolutely.
amén. And I've been busy. I've been working. No he estado sentada. That's another thing. No matter what happens, guys, remember to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what it is. Just move forward. Whatever you do, don't just sit there and let life go by. Y estés ahí comiendo mierda. Just move forward. And talking about moving forward, I'll ask you this. What has been some of the challenges that you've had to overcome 2021?
One of the challenges that I've had to overcome is pretty much, going to unknown territory again, moving to Florida. That big move was, scary. It was a challenge leaving, what I'm used to behind. I was used to waking up, like I said, every day, interviewing, doing this, doing that. And now it's like, how am I going to balance being Stevey Newnez and being Stevey Newnez,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and but I did it. I
Yeah.
did it, Amara, and it
And you're
just
doing
has
it.
been an incredible journey, and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge, but there's no challenge that's gonna stop me. You know what I mean? Because of the
Amén.
faith that I have and the belief.
For
How about
sure.
you? What was challenging for you?
Ay, mijo, I'm still going through it right now. I'm going through it and it's so hard. I have my days that I'm stronger than others. And I'm an open book with my life because I just feel like a lot of people can relate and I don't want to be over here sugarcoating or faking, faking the funk. Um, but just being in a place where I started off my year in February, super in love, super, like, oh my God, just, this is so fucking perfect. And then now ending my year, um, pregnant and having to go through this process by myself. It's really tough. I have my days where I'm good and I have my days where I get depressed, and depression is real. Depression is real. I had seen it. I had seen other people talk about postpartum, this and that, and I know that that happens after. But during pregnancy, especially now with social media, when you see people, couples, or they're doing it together, or the belly rubs and just the partnership. To see myself without, it's very tough. It's very hard. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be okay. There's been many women that have done it, but just because you do it doesn't mean that it's easy. So being able to say, you know what? Vamos, Dios sabe lo que hace. God knows what He's doing. This was meant for you. You're gonna do it. Vamos pa'lante. Just being able to do that alone is one of those challenges that's not easy. Now I can relate to my mom even more that she did it as well. And all those single mothers out there, I want to give y'all the biggest shout outs and much love to y'all because it's not easy. And I know that you guys have been able to do it. So that's one of those challenges. Being able to separate myself from music wise from a place where I want to get back into my music. I'm still going through some legal issues that have made me not be able to do as much as I wanted to. But just being able to separate myself from something that I had attached myself for so many years, and just being able to say, you know what? It's not that I hate you. It's not that I don't, this is not that. It's just that I want to move on. I want to move forward with my life. And it has nothing to do with loyalty. Because la gente con esa mierda de loyalty be trying to sit you down for years. You go, oh, you're not being loyal. Para pintura. That's it, is a wrap. You have to be loyal to yourself first. Y después you could be loyal to everybody else. So if something is not good for you, eso es un brainwash. Si que be loyal, you're not loyal. Olvídate de eso. Que if somebody is drowning, they're going to make sure to drown you first so they can breathe. Así que no. But being able to separate
Yes.
myself from certain situations is something that I'm proud of being able to finally overcome and not feel guilty for it. Because that's another thing. Once you do something that's good for you, a lot of times you end up feeling guilty, like you did something wrong. No, you did what was best for you, and that's what you're supposed to do in the first place. So, talking about doing the things that you're supposed to do in the first place, the first thing
Preach.
that you have to do is
Yes.
be proud of yourself.
Yes.
So, what's the proudest
Yes.
thing, your proudest moment of 2021 of this year?
My proudest moment, and you're gonna love this,
What?
is that for I have an older daughter. She's
Mhm.
11 years old, and I wasn't in her life as much. You know, I was too busy doing concerts, you know, announcing amigos, announcing parties and stages, you know, for what I was doing and all of this stuff. Um, but I wasn't there for her, you know. But I've been a father as guy in a second chance. I've been like a real father to SJ, to Stevie Jr. And that has been like my proudest moment. He is so intelligent. He's so smart. He's gonna be amazing because I'm taking the time to help with his child development process. And that's something that I wasn't able to be for my first daughter, which is I mean, I was there, but I wasn't there. I mean, you could be a father and live in the same household, but that doesn't mean that you're emotionally there. That doesn't mean that you're at every event and every concert. And I tried, you know, but with my son, I've had a proud moment, and she's 11, so I've been able to be there for her preteen stage. And let me tell you, Amara, your niece texts me. She'd be like, I Dad, in school, let me tell you what happened. Da, 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 da. Like she tells me everything. She includes me in her life. So one of my proud moments is really being a dad because lo padre que cría y no es que hace. Y la gente dicen, yo soy padre, yo soy, se dan en el pecho, yo soy padre, pero dejan sus hijos abandonados emotionally.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be that father anymore. You know, my
Mhm.
kids are going to have un padre que está ahí, because that really affects you. That really
Mhm.
affects you when you don't have, you know, because kids go through stuff that we go through because of generational curses.
Mhm.
And if I got through them, why not be there instead of saying, oh no, I never been that dad. Oh no, I never did this. Oh no, I never did that. I was
Mhm.
perfect. Why not be there and tell my kid, oh, I've been exactly through that. It's been amazing. So that has been my proudest moment, is being a proud father.
Conchale, that's such a beautiful message, just to know that you're there, you're present. And a lot of men need to hear that. A lot of guys right now that have kids, you know what? He says such a valid point. It's not just about being a father because you're a sperm donor, but it's also about being there emotionally. Like, be there for your kids emotionally. Sit down, have a conversation with them, take them out for ice cream, go to the park. You know, even if you're at the house, do them a freaking, I don't know, a bologna sandwich and just sit down and let them feel that they're loved and they're cared by you, not just because you pay the bills in the house and because you have a roof over your head, that means that they can, you know, I love you and I'm your father. But take some time to show that to them. Create memories. This year, I definitely feel is one of those years of creating memories, create moments, because the day that you die, the only thing that you take with you are the memories and the things that you did. You don't take any of the material things. So definitely being a supportive and emotionally there father is so important. I'm so grateful and I am proud of you for doing that as well. Um, my proudest moment este año, no sé. I feel that
Girl, you had so many
I
moments this year. Oh
I
my
don't really know. I feel that amongst many, I just feel proud that I continue to keep being the voice for, for my race or my community, my people, my Latinx, the Latinos, Afro Latinos, for blacks, for women. I feel proud of the fact that I continue to use my voice, my platform, and I've been able to, make certain differences. Even working on Latin networks where you never saw ever a person as dark as I am working on these platforms, giving
Yes.
hope, still giving hope and breaking barriers and opening doors for other women and other men like myself that want to have an opportunity. I am grateful for that. That really means a lot to me, to know that I've been able to just, be that person. And no es fácil, because in the beginning Todo el mundo te tira, all the bricks and stones are thrown at me, all the judgments are thrown at me. Yo siempre soy la mala de la película. Pero me siento orgullosa de saber que mi vida, que mi voz, que mi plataforma has been used to do good. Amongst many, obviously, proudful moments, like you said, the Red Table Talk was one of those moments. My real estate was one of those moments. Continuing to actually even accept and have my father in my household, knowing all the things that I know and all the things that I've been through, is a proud moment for me as an adult to be able to put, my feelings to aside and be the bigger person. Being able to I haven't done it yet, but I'm trying to learn how to deal with a lot of emotional situations, and be more mature and think before I act. I mean, there's many things that I'm proud of. Part of being proud of that is lessons learned. If you feel that you've learned any lessons this year, Stevie, what would you say that they have been?
The biggest lesson I learned this year, no te deje coger de pendejo.
Shoot, who you telling? Who you telling?
Right, Amara, right?
Dead ass,
Listen,
dead ass.
No te dejes coger de pendejo de nadie porque, people in your face, they're one way, but honestly, behind your back, it's a different story. And the thing is that everyone talks about people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, no te dejes coger pendejo. Don't let anyone use and abuse you ever. And and in this industry, sometimes, or in life in general, you could be used. You could be the one that carries your family. You could be the one that everyone wants to use. Oh, please give me money. Please give me money. Dinero, dinero, everywhere. But you're being the enabler. And no is a powerful word. If I can tell you one thing, no is a powerful word. And if I can't do it, honey, I can't help you. If I need to be there for my family, first, I need to be there for my family, because that is one lesson that I learned, that I was a yes man. Can you host this? Yes. Can you host this concert? Yes. Can you do this? Yes. Can you go fly out to LA and do this? Yes. Everything was yes. But then I get drained because some of the things and not everything is for you and helps your career. So it's gonna be a Destiny's Child no year for 2022, honey.
Okay,
all right, let me
period.
just tell you.
I know I surely the hell should have learned that before, but for me, I would say is I always preach about it, pero este año I didn't pay attention to what I be preaching. Lesson learned of 2021. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. God put that in your body for a reason. You don't have an intuition for nothing. When you go into a room and you feel scared, it's there for a reason. When you are close to somebody and your intuition tells you change seats, it's
Talk
for a
about it,
reason.
Amara, talk about it.
I think that a lot of times you see red flags and you ignore them. And that goes for anything, for business. If there's a document, if there's a contract that looks suspicious, that you don't feel in your spirit, como que I don't know why I feel like I shouldn't do this. I don't know. Listen to it. Listen to it. Para que después no esté diciendo, I knew that. Listen to it. Same thing goes with friends. If there's somebody that's trying to be your friend or trying to be in your circle or whatever, or if you're dating someone or whatever the case may be, that you see some red flags or your intuition is telling you don't do it. So I would definitely say this year lesson learned is cuando tu intuición te dice que no hagas algo. I'm not saying follow it 1,000% because sometimes it can just come out of fear. And fear is just, the unknown. But that intuition that that something is not right, definitely check that out. What about the best decision you took this year?
The best decision I took. Ay, Amara, pero esto está bien bueno.
I know.
The best decision I took was, santo, I gotta tell you guys. So for my birthday this year, I went to a nude resort. And I gotta guess. Can I be real? Can I be real?
Dale, be real, be exactly.
And for a long time, I was of course, in love with my wife. For those that don't know, we have to do an episode on that because people don't understand how I'm married to a woman. But I said, can we go to a new resort? I need to be able to explore. We live in Florida now. Let's explore a little bit. And when I mean explore, it's just let's see what this new resort could give. So I'm there. I get a call from the love of my life up north, which is not a woman, is a man. So listen. So he comes, he's like, I flew in, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm on my way to a nude resort. You flew in, you didn't tell me you were flying in. And the best decision that I made was to sit down with both of them and say, listen, I love you and I love you. And we're just gonna have to make this work if we can. Nothing is forced if we can. And girls, the best decision being open and being free to both of them, especially my wife, because she deserves all of the realness. I can't be in a relationship without telling her. I told her before I was married. And girl, we kissed.
What?
We all kissed.
Oh my God, you're lying.
We kissed, and she's conservative. Okay, very conservative.
Wow.
And that was the best decision I made.
Communication is key. Sometimes communication is key. Por eso hay que hablar. Dicen que el que no llora no mama. Y tú sabes, mamá.
¿Y a quién no le gusta, mamá? So let me stop. Just la mamá.
I am dead. Okay, well, look,
But that was the best decision. ¿Y tú?
The best decision I have taken, I would say, is to think more about myself and eliminate more people out of my life. If I had any yes mans, gone. If I had any people that were stressing me out, gone. Any negativity, gone. Like, well, my mom, but I can't get rid of her. She'd be stressing me out. But just being able to learn to eliminate certain people out of my life and start from scratch and rebuild, I know it's the hardest thing, and you feel like, oh my God, this is gonna be eterno. But I'm grateful that I took those decisions. Y me siento mucho mejor. I feel como que tengo más paz. And to be honest, I need it at this moment because I'm about to take a whole new step in my life where I need peace. I need to, feel comfortable. So being able to get rid of people was definitely one of the best decisions I've ever done.
Girl, tell me about it. Getting rid of people, that's like that part.
But you know what?
I feel like 2021 was that year to get rid of la gente, lo negativo.
Lo negativo para afuera, Estamos lavando la ropa, drain it out, and next year we're starting off fresh. Exacto. Yes. Por eso, I want to know, what are your thoughts? What were your failures, the best decisions you've taken, the saddest moment of 2021 for you? I want you to give me the whole tea. Go to Exactly Amara on Instagram and on Twitter. Let me know some of the things that you're looking forward to in 2022. Some of the mistakes you made that you won't do again. I want to know all those things. And by the way, as usual, don't forget to subscribe. Follow us, comment, rate us. Keep giving us the 5 stars, mi amor, because the show keeps getting only but better. In 2022, mi amor, I don't even want to tell you how good this show is really going to get because we're going to change it up a little bit. Vamos a agregar un poquito de sazón to la vaina, and this show's going to get only but better. With that being said, you also know you can check us out on our YouTube channel. Go to the search bar and write Exactly Amara or Amara la Negra or Amara la Negra ALN. With that being said, Stevey, como siempre, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being part of my family, of supporting this podcast, this show. I'm grateful for you, and I can't wait to have you back. Como siempre, beso para ti, tu esposa, tu familia, everybody.
I'm so excited. I get to be on a couple. Listen, I'm so excited about this. I mean, our energy, Amara, is always on 1,000.
It's always on 1,000. Ya lo sabes. Bueno.
Puedo levantar a bailar y que,
Ay, Dios mío, este tipo está loco. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for listening to Exactly Amara. You already know, come check us out. We're always here. I love you guys. Mwah! See you soon. Gang, gang, gang. This has been a production of iHeart Radio's My Cultura podcast network. And for more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.